Hey everyone, this is Sean. It's about, I don't know, like 20 or so after 3 a.m. on Thursday, the 26th, 2020. And I'm back with Shadow Secrets Oracle, reading a collective spread for who this does resonate with, and if you're entertained or, just following along, or if it does make some sense to your life path with what we're going through, then awesome. So this was the reading from yesterday, saying we have to let go, change our perception, work from our heart space. We're still being blocked, and a lot of it has to do with our own internal perception of things and figuring out a way to free ourselves. But it's a strong warning almost that we do need to leave things behind and go, and that things aren't going to be the same, and we shouldn't be looking to go back to the way that things were. And this Father of Wands energy is what's going to help us bring in the spiritual realm and ground it to our physical reality. So I want to get deeper into this Father of Wands energy on a more romantic level. This Father of Swords energy came back in a very positive way for me. And if you're a guy watching this, this can be, about your love life too. This Father of Wands energy up here, I feel like is more like a fatherly presence. This, I think, is more of a love situation. And, well, it is with the Two of Cups. Or it could be a strong friendship. Either way, it's an authentic bond, and it brings abundance. And we do need to ground it into the earth by cultivating our craft. And that's how we're going to call this energy into our existence here. So this Father of Swords is like a yang energy. And this is present in females as well. So whatever your orientation is, this can apply to you also. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards back in and shuffle, focusing on the Father of Wands. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave him out. Pardon me. Because it's a focus of mine, specifically. The snake and the father representation is very significant to me, again, on something for my own personal journey. So we will see what can be seen while the moon is still dark about this Father of Wands energy and how we can better connect to it. So I'm going to leave him up here, calling in the rest of the deck. And thank you to the dark goddess who watches over these crossroads. I do seek balance and love, and I work with a pure heart. So the Lovers just popped out again. Got the Lovers the other day in a reading, specifically saying that was what we need to let go of. And then now I got this promise of this Father of Swords energy. Now I got cards jumping out at me. This Father of Swords energy coming back in with a strong bond and abundance. So, well, the card that jumped out here is Judgment. And it's number 20. So, we'll go with that. So this will be what we need to release, what we need to reverse in order to receive something. This is the Father of Wands presence. Make sure everything's like visible and my view isn't perfect. The Father of Wands, like space in this reading and the highest path that we can take in order to connect with that. And then we get 7 of Pentacles. Interesting that, yeah. All right, so Judgment. And I'm going to be meditating more with the root and sacral chakras for the next few days, I think, to try to connect with this energy and just do my meditations. Really focusing on this Cobra. Judgment. I can't count. No more blaming yourself or others, no more excuses. Now is the time for forgiveness and personal freedom. And this card asks you to rise up and let pettiness and fear fall below you. Expand your wings and be reborn, and what a relief it will be. Conjures up fear and guilt in many people, this card. Focusing on this, to me, this Father of Wands energy is not familiar territory. It's not comfortable for me. When all this male energy showed up in the reading yesterday, I was just like, whoa. Really not my go-to. So it's really kind of pushing my boundaries. So what I need to release are my excuses about dealing with that, for one, and I've been putting off forgiveness for a long time. So, you know, if that's my route to personal freedom, and I think it is asking me to rise up and let fear and petty emotions fall below me to expand and be reborn. And connecting with this male energy is definitely something that I've got a lot of judgments and issues about. No more blaming yourself or others. That's pretty heavy because I save a lot of blame personally, you know, for father types. And that's, again, just my journey. So, but this is a very yang energy, but it is a very powerful, grounded, and responsible male energy. again, that's bringing in the spiritual and grounding us with our root and sacral energies to this realm. And being able to put these two together is what's going to help us heal, especially I can see that for me, I really need to identify positively with this male force that I find so off-putting and intimidating. No more excuses. It's time for you to rise up and let pettiness and fear fall below you. So we might make a lot of excuses as to why. And some of the excuses could be not based in anything solid as to why we avoid this reckoning. So we got 20, and then we get a 9 and a 6 and a 7. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. What do we need to reverse in order to receive? Nine of Pentacles is an abundance card of a happy home and health. It's about stability and happiness, finer things in life, being kind of independent and self-sufficient. It's like a refined self-sufficiency and a luxury, really. It's rooted in this realm with our lower chakras and the sacral, and it's like orangey yellow, so even solar plexus, our fire, it's in the middle. So we need to reverse in order to receive happy, healthy home. For me, on my path, that's something I've been really lacking for, seems like ever. I think even in past lives, it's reverberating into this one of this paradise lost that I'm seeking and cannot seem to find. And I think I need to reverse that feeling of loss and actually manifest it by whatever means necessary, because I do have tools, at my disposal, and I know that I do. I've been putting off or feeling blocked from that, and so that I think has to do with the blockage that was from the prior reading, and this is the energy that's supposed to help us unblock that. So we have to reverse our thinking about maybe how to get to this happy home, or where it is, or it's about perception. The past reading, it was like your blockages were in your mind, and you need to leave those behind, and things aren't going to be the way they were before. So you need to let go of this vision, this ideal vision that maybe you have about what this happy home might have been before, and let that go. It's never going to be like that again. So in order to receive your new blessing, you have to let that past image go and kind of enjoy your promotion into what's coming next. This card showed up before in another reading too. The Six of Wands, where we're flying free, escaping our entanglements. And that's the placement of the Father of Wands energy in this reading, like our highest path in order to connect with this. And it talks again about a rising up, coming out from the dark branches. And rising up against the odds. And the obstacles have been relentless, but now is not the time to look back. The more pressing question is, where will you go with the new set of wings? And that's what led us to the Father of Wands too, was like letting go. You're being blocked. You have to go. You have to let go. You have to get out. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Period of contemplation. This is the advice from the Father of Wands. A curious card. The Seven of Pentacles shows a period of contemplation and uncertainty. You're looking back at all of your hard work and wondering if it's been a failure or a success, and you can't seem to decide. Shouldn't you be reaping more rewards by now? Maybe so, but the mind has control over perception. It's possible your rewards are waiting for you to recognize them. They're not always monetary. So it's like going straight back to, it's all about your perception. And this is an earth card, but it's still pointing back to your mind work, your mental work. So it's a really interesting reading. To connect with the Father of Wands energy, we need to put aside our judgments. Pettiness and fear. We need to take a back seat and stop blaming. Stop making excuses. And work on forgiveness and personal freedom. That we have to rise up and be reborn. And maybe let go of what we think our abundance is supposed to look like. Fly free. Again, we're rising up out of the entanglements. I'm hearing Grandma down there. She wakes up a lot to use the breast area. is not to look back. We're rising up. Rising up. So we have to think about our abundance in different ways and change our perception. Put our pettiness aside and work on forgiveness. We're going to be reevaluating our past, and like a lot of times it seems it doesn't make any sense, right? And put in all this work for what? Was it worth anything? What's the reward? And it's all about your perception. And that the rewards are right in front of you, but you just aren't recognizing them. And it's not always about money. It's really kind of nice. Really, if it's like dadly, I don't usually connect to that type of energy, and he's kind of just like, hey, forgiveness and see your abundance in different ways. I want you to succeed and just see things in a different way so that you can change your mind and be able to see how you've already succeeded. That's really solid, like nice base to work off of, I think. To build a relationship, I'm saying, with Dad. So I'm going to draw a moonology card, and then I'm just going to let this sit. We already have the new moon card out, and I'm just going to leave that there because we're still working with that new moon energy. But I'm drawing a clarifying moonology card to just see some more of the undercurrents of this Father of Wands energy in our life and how it's going to manifest with the coming moon cycle. I feel like it's really positive, and I feel thankful because I need that like positive male reinforcement in a fatherly way. Encouraging, and seeking forgiveness is nice. It's a nice energy for a big scary snake. card for the Father of Wands. And how this energy is going to manifest with the coming moon cycle. That's popping out, so okay. Wow. Step out of your comfort zone. So that's pretty cool, because that's like what I was saying all along. This is not my go-to. So that really reinforces that. This is how this is going to play out as the moon grows. Step out of your comfort zone. And I'll go ahead and read the North Node card. I feel like I'm being really quiet, so if you can't hear me, sorry. Sorry, Charlie. Step out of your comfort zone. Is that like, it's like Orion's belt or something, maybe a symbol? I could be wrong. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind, because you're headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going toward the right thing and doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? Attune to the moon. Your mantra should be, I know I'm headed in the right direction. You're headed for something that feels like destiny. You need to face a fear and get over it. Stop obsessing about someone or something and stand on your own feet. You've got this shit. The North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's the karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. So we're throwing up everything we've known before. Face your fears and just get over it. Quit obsessing about shit and stand up. Claim your destiny. That's what the Father of Wands wants us to do. Some pretty bold shit. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh, for Christ's sake. See, anybody out there that's a fucking skeptic can bite my dick, for real. That was probably too vulgar. Maybe I'll get reported. But the Daughter of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. for me, this card is me. So it's a pretty clear representation of myself, or of the reader, in this collective aspect of a genuine, authentic, and sincere individual who is romantic and artistic and easily affected by their surroundings, either in an inspirational way or in a negative way. So surroundings are very important to the Daughter of Cups energy to be able to create. She is a true dreamer and does struggle with harsh realities. She's a nature gentle creature, and it is disturbing. Reality can suck. But Dad over here wants us to succeed. It's so beautiful. I feel so empowered by this. Like, I've really needed and looked for father energy in my life for a long time. Like, my whole life. So I'm just going back to the Seven of Pentacles, because that was his advice. It's to change your perception, a period of contemplation, and realize that all your hard work hasn't been for nothing, that you're not a failure, and your rewards are waiting for you to recognize them, that they're there. And we need to step out of our comfort zone and try forgiveness and setting aside petty judgments, so that we can unburden ourselves and be free. And find the North Node, this karmic point, which is destiny. Stop obsessing about low-level shit that isn't important to your, growth. This is where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. This is how this Father of Wands energy will play out for us in the coming moon cycle. If we embrace it, take this time of contemplation and try to change our perception to be able to see our rewards where we haven't seen them before, or where we're not seeing them now. And remember to be true to yourself and your heart space. And our highest path, our path to our highest self is to ascend and let go of these entanglements, to work from our heart space and be that creative, romantic dreamer that we are by our true nature. I think that was just beautiful. So I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're well. Be safe. See you soon.